every day. Go do the research. Don't have time to really knock it out. But let's go with this. Number one. Who is number one? Okay? Who is this? You know this guy? Well, this is Cyrus Vance. Cyrus Vance. Now, the only reason I'm saying this is you need to go, my opinion is, go put all these people together. Start researching them and see how deep this state is and how dirty this state is, okay? So Cyrus Vance, Democrat, right? Strong Democrat. He worked for President Jimmy Carter, okay? Worked alongside of Warren Christopher. Look it up. Warren Christopher was there. He was Secretary of State. Secretary of State. You ever notice this long chain of Secretary of State? If you go out of the Lyndon, if you start out 70, let's see, when was it started? 75 years ago. But if you come out of about 75 years ago and you start looking at the Secretary of State position in the deep state of this country and how we started our fabric getting interwove on a global front from Lyndon Baines Johnson, Woodrow Wilson, the Democrats, Johnson administration with Vietnam. If you start looking at the Secretary of State's position, and now it has woven us into a global society that's almost impossible to get out of. But here, Cyrus Vance, just saying this, he's Secretary of State, he's the 57th one. Go back about 75 years ago, start looking how some things have been developed and what became. I had something up the other day that was 75 years old. I'm going to get to it. 11th, he was 11th United States Deputy Secretary of Defense. He worked for McNamara. Okay, was that who it was? Let's see, Vance, political career, Lyndon Baines Johnson. He was the... in 1957, Senator Lyndon B. Johnson asked Vance to leave Wall Street and work for the United States Senate Committee, okay, on Armed Services. Vance took him on. In 1961, Defense Secretary Robert McNamara recruited Vance to become General Counsel of the Department of Defense right there through Vietnam. I'm just saying, look at this guy, all right, who he is, McNamara, Johnson, okay, just saying, Jimmy Carter, Secretary of State. Now, let's not go there very far, all right, let's leave that. Oh, we can't leave that yet. If you go down through, he's obviously, he's a Democrat. Let's see, political party, he's a Democrat, okay? So let's get off of that and let's go to number 4. Okay. They call this guy Cy, number 4. All right. Cy, can you find him? All right. Now, there he is. Thank you very much. So Cy, who is Cy? Why, he's Cyrus Vance Jr. I'm going somewhere with this. Go home, do your homework. Look through the deep state. All right? Cyrus Vance Jr. Now, they call him Cy Vance. The media will do any little thing, like Joe Biden and his son Hunter, like it's Scooter Biden. They don't say former senator, former vice president of the United States, how crooked and corrupt he is. We're going to look at that in a minute too. But here's Cyrus Vance Jr., okay? Cyrus Vance Jr., he is the district attorney, New York, district attorney of New York County is who he is. He happens to be a Democrat. Was groomed by the Democrats. And this is the guy that wants, this is the guy that wants this guy, number 3. I want to, yeah, right there. This guy wants this guy's tax returns. This guy's going hard after Donald Trump and his tax returns, this Democrat. You want to talk about collusion, and you want to talk about a coup, and you want to talk about every tentacle of every arm that's trying to bring this man down. There's Cyrus Vance Jr. Who the hell is he? Cyrus Vance Sr. They're Democrats. They're in the deep state. They've been a part of the deep state forever, woven in. He is the one that wants Donald Trump's tax returns. So let me go through number 10. All right, and they're loving every minute of it. Number 10, Trump wins delay in New York court fight over producing his tax return, there on MSNBC this morning, Here's number 11. There's Minka enjoying it, because the deep state is going after Trump. They want 8 years of his tax returns, They want to leak this so bad before the election, They want him to be the first impeached. Now, William Jefferson Clinton, that found out yesterday there was 2 whistleblowers. You mean there's 2 whistleblowers? Lord, nobody told me. How come nobody told me there was 2 whistleblowers? Anyhow, that was wrong. Bad. It was my bad impression this morning, wasn't right. But William Jefferson Clinton was not in his first term and did not run. We'll talk impeachment in a minute. Did not run for a second term as an impeached president. There's impeached and removed. We'll get into that in a minute. We want to stay with Cyrus Vance. Cy. They call him Cy. Cyrus Vance Jr., the deep state, woven in, operative for the deep state that's doing his tentacle part to try to bring Trump down in New York as the district attorney. Trump wins delay in New York court fight over producing his tax returns, now Clinton was not, they want tax returns so they can leak business things, they want things from Deutsche Bank. If we can get things from Deutsche Bank, I wonder if we can get things from Bank of China. Obviously, we're not looking for things from Bank of China, are we, on the Bidens? But anyhow, so let me get through a couple more. I want to get through a couple more. Number 20. Appeals court puts on hold orders that Trump released tax returns. They put it on hold. They were gonna crack them out. Appeals court put them on hold. And this is Cyrus Vance and his team. Number 22, Trump wins delay in New York court fight over producing tax returns. Number 22. And let's leave that for a while. I'm going to see if I have another one. And then I want to talk about that just a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure. Tax returns. Okay. So let's leave that last one there a minute. I don't know why it dropped off the screen. I don't know what number that was. There. Leave that there while I talk about it just a second. So they want leaked information for tax returns. They're trying to get it. They want Andrew Johnson was not in his first term, did not run for re-election. They want Trump to be the first president ever impeached, to have to run for re-election. They want the Democrats to be able to put up. They don't have a candidate. We've talked about that for weeks. There is no Democrat candidate. So they want to be able to put up commercials. The impeached president of the United States wants a second term. It was so bad Congress impeached him the first time. What will he do the second time? I mean, all the commercials are ready. They want to do that. And now foreign policy. But let me ask you a question on this right here in his tax returns and Cyrus Vance. Number 5. Do you realize this guy here, in the same district, you do realize, same district, same court system, everything, this guy here. Do you realize the district attorney, and I'm going to say this in all due respect, I know it's a federal case, but the district attorney could have made sure this guy was protected? Do you think Cyrus Vance Jr., I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out here. You can read, look it up, but it's too much of a coincidence that, okay, Paul Manafort went through this district, right? Ukraine, Paul Manafort went through this district. They're using this district, okay, to go after, they use this district to go after Michael Cohen. This district right here, memory serves me wrong, you need to check it out. This district right here is who could have protected this guy, but he was a Democrat. They never talk about it. This is a Democrat pedophile piece of garbage, disgusting child rapist, all the above, okay, with his Democrat pedophile child rapist, all the above. Now, somebody said the other day on the conspiracy theory, well, Trump helped get rid of him because he has something on Trump. I disagree with that. I do think the powerful deep state, he had a lot on and he had to go. I am not of the opinion he committed suicide. So while I have, let's go back to number 4 and leave Cyrus up there. Then let me go through what I was looking at here. Okay. Cyrus Vance, former U.S. Secretary of State, who served the Kennedys and the Johnsons. You should read this article about Cyrus Vance. It goes way back. It's from The Guardian. I don't do a lot of recommending from The Guardian. October 7th, 2019. All right, this guy here, Manhattan DA, temporarily barred from enforcing subpoena for Trump's tax returns, right? Temporarily barred right there. Manhattan DA Cyrus Vance Jr. won a victory in court Monday in his battle to look at President Trump's tax returns. Now, they can look at them. You do know it's against the law to release them to the public. Oh, I wonder if they would leak, huh? Wonder if they would. Wonder if this Democrat Cyrus Vance would. The day started with Manhattan federal judge Victor Marrero throwing out a lawsuit by Trump to stop Vance and getting the president's tax returns from an accounting firm. So it started out with a judge saying, hey, give him the Vance. He won't do anything with him. I mean, we can trust Cyrus. Nobody will see him. In his ruling, Marrero, whatever his name is, described Trump's expectation of blanket immunity as repugnant to the nation's government structure and constitutional values. But later in the day, Second Circuit on Monday granted Trump's request for a temporary stay pending expedited review of the case. Okay? So, he got stopped yesterday. Now, this is July 9th, 2019. Cyrus Vance's office sought reduced sex offender status for Epstein. Okay? Now, when Epstein was convicted, all right? When Epstein was convicted in Florida, this guy tried to get Epstein in New York because he has the Manhattan Mansion there. At this time, this guy tried to get, during a hearing in 2011, a seasoned sex crimes prosecutor from Mr. Vance's office argued forcefully in court that Mr. Epstein, who had been convicted in Florida for soliciting underage prostitute, should not be registered as a top-level sex offender in New York. This guy battled. You heard all about the guy. What was his name down there in Florida? But the guy that actually prosecuted Epstein. You heard weeks and weeks on him. He resigned. He got out of the way, right? Nothing on this guy. Now, this is a New York Times article, but nothing major blasted on Cyrus Vance. When the guy got the conviction in Florida, Vance is trying to get a deal for Epstein in New York so he does not have to register as a high-level sex offender. He can register as, like, Kitty, that he, I don't know, at the lowest level you can get. And I don't know, and that's where you don't have to be public, and you don't have to notify your neighbors that you don't have to notify your neighbors that you're living next to a pedophile. Lowest. This man tried, okay? This man tried to get number 5, the lowest level he could get in Manhattan for this guy here. He went to the court. He went to the wall. He went the distance. He did whatever he had to do. He was trying to get this guy's piece of S-H-I asterisk, just one asterisk. S-H asterisk asterisk. You figure it. He tried to get his report for sex offender in New York to the lowest level where nobody would know. Why? He was protecting him, protecting his Democrat friends, maybe protect himself. You don't know. But nothing adds up. Now this guy right here wants to get number 3. He wants to get the president's tax returns so he can leak them. So the tentacle of the deep state that he's controlling, Cyrus Vance Jr., all right, could do his part. Paul Manafort, Ukraine, Cyrus Vance Jr., right? Just look it up. Look it up. Michael Cohen, look it up. Epstein, look it up. This guy wants Trump's tax returns? Really? We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. Tell me what you think and why the media won't report anything. I don't have time to go into detail why they won't report anything at all. Take a break.